Hi there, it's Jessica from NextGen Personal Finance here with another pro tip. Let's talk about the difference between the lesson guides and the student activity packets. So when you're on our website and one of the unit pages, like checking, you'll see that we have links to lessons here that you can open in Google Docs. When you click there, it opens up, and the lesson guide is really just meant for the teacher. It's got the learning objectives, the alignment to the Jumpstart standards, a link back to the unit plan, and then what we've done for you is we've listed all of the resources that occur in the lesson. We've linked to them here, and then we've also put this column with questions that go along with each of the resources, as well as an estimated, and it's a very loose estimate, of how long it will take to do each resource. And it goes through like this. And down at the end, you'll notice that we have comprehension questions that you can log into your teacher account, and then some options for extending the learning with some more stuff to do, some more stuff to learn, and some fast facts that you can use with your students if you want to kind of expand the lesson out a little bit. So this document is really just meant for the teachers. There's no danger in your students seeing it. It doesn't have any answer keys or anything like that on it, but it's really just meant for the teacher. On the other hand, at the top of the lesson guide, right here in the Distribute to Students box, you'll see a link to the student activity packet. This, on the other hand, is a document that we made to be student-facing. What you will find is that the resources in this first column here and the links exactly match those on the lesson guide. And then the questions that you see here exactly match what you will see here on the lesson guide. So again, the lesson guide is for the teacher to reference. The student activity packet is for the students to actually record their answers. Now, a little bit about that. If you use our curriculum regularly and you assign the student activity packet every single day to your students, they're probably going to get bored and they're going to name you the packet lady or something because you're giving them the same exact thing to do every single day. Of course, the resources are different, the questions are different, but they're going to get bored of just filling these out. We've basically designed these to be comprehension questions or checks for understanding to go along with each resource, but we'd really recommend you vary what you do with them. So maybe sometimes you ask these questions out loud, sometimes you do pair share or whole group discussion, sometimes you have the students record answers individually, other times they might work in groups and do their work collaboratively. Maybe you want to run the class whole group, everybody moving at the same pace, or maybe you want to turn the students loose and let them self-pace through the lesson. Basically, the student activity packet we designed to give you, the teacher, structure so that you always know what to expect from an NGPF lesson, but we would never recommend that you use every single student activity packet, every single question, every single day. You're a really great teacher. We know you know lots of creative tricks to get your students engaged in the learning, and we've created Student Activity Packet as a foundation so that you can build on it from there. Hopefully that helps. Thanks.